Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Mary and welcome to another Craft Day Monday, where every Monday I post a new video. In today's video we're going to be making a gnome, and I call this taking trash out gnome. Now I'm making this for a friend because she could never get her husband to take out the trash. So I think as females we can all relate at some point where we try to get our husbands to take out the trash and they just don't want to do it. So yeah, so this is what this gnome is today. She asked me if I can do something funny, and I think I came up with something, but we'll see. So what you're going to need for this project is you're going to need, this is a pool noodle. I cut this in half. I cut the back out, and this is what we're left with. You're going to need 2 wooden dowels. You're going to need a pair of baby shower shoes. You can find these in the baby shower favors. You're going to need a styrofoam ball that I cut in half. So I took the back half off. I did the same thing with the small. This will be the nose. And you're going to need a flexible curling rod, and I got this at Dollar Tree. You're also going to need felt. You're going to need hot glue and a hot glue gun. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. So first thing I'm going to do is I took my pool noodle and I went ahead and put holes in, because this is where I'm going to be sticking my dowel, my wooden dowels. So I am just going to go ahead and I got a low temp glue gun, and I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze some hot glue in, and we're just going to stick these in. And we just want to make sure that they're nice and even. So this is what we have. And you can make this, your gnome, as tall or as little as you want. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some hot glue right on the dowel. I'm not putting it on the pool noodle itself. You can, but only if you're using a low temp glue gun. So this is what we have. And for my clothes, for my gnome, I went ahead and took the sleeve of a shirt and I cut it up. I just cut it up the middle to make some slats. And I took the sleeve of a toddler shirt, and this is what I'm going to be using for my clothes. So I'm just going to go ahead and just slide this in. And I'm not making a super big gnome because, well, you'll see why in just a few seconds or a few minutes. So we're just going to slide this through like that. And we're just going to go ahead and pull that up. And there is our sweatpants for our gnome. And set that to the side. And now we're going to bring our styrofoam ball. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half. So I have a knife. And this is a little tall for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this right in half. And I'm just taking a wooden stick and I'm just cutting it or breaking it. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick this down off in here just like that. And then you're going to go ahead and take your So now once you get everything glued in place, you're going to take your sleeve, your shirt, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to put this over his head and put this right on. So once you get the shirt put on, this is what you should have so far. And there's his little feet. We're going to go ahead and work on his shoes. And I've done this many times in a video, but I'll go ahead and do it again, where we take the we're just going to take the felt and wrap them around the shoe. So you want to start in the front. And as I mentioned, each time I do gnome shoes, I normally try to do it the same way all the time. I have been known to make shoes differently, but whenever I use the baby shower favor shoes, I always cover them in felt. I don't normally leave them the original, and I always take a piece of cardboard and cover the bottom of the shoe. That just keeps it from slipping around. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut off the extra. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut here. And I'm going to put some hot glue right down off in the bottom. We're going to go ahead, take our hand, push down and make a crease. And then I'm just going to take some hot glue and I'm just going to put a tad bit right here just to hold this together like this. And then we're going to go ahead and put hot glue down off in the middle on the inside. And we're just going to go ahead and tuck that and fold down and tuck. But be careful that you don't burn your fingers. And this is what you should end up with. And I'm going to do the other one. So this is what they look like when you get them both done. Let's set those to the side. I'm going to bring back. Now I took the shirt that I was working on for him. I got the sleeves here and all I did was just cut in half. And now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take some hot glue and I'm just going to glue this here. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Like this. Gonna let that dry. And I'm just gonna make sure they're even. And I'm just gonna take my scissors and we're just gonna cut. And now we're gonna go ahead and you wanna roll it up, but you won't have to stay out. So you want the white part to be out a little bit. And we're just gonna roll. And we're just going to put it right on the shirt. Don't put it on the foam. It'll melt. Now I'm just going to cut that little piece off. We're going to go here. We're going to fold that over. Just like that. I'm going to grab another glue stick. And we're just going to go ahead and put a little here. Pull that up. Tuck it. I'm going to cut off the extra here. And we're just going to go ahead. Put a little bit of hot glue there. And we're just going to pinch the ends and close it. So this is what you should have. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing with the other one. So now we have both arms done. I'm going to go ahead and bring them back. And then we're just going to go ahead and glue them onto our gnome. And I've already made one and I will show you him. And the one that I made is probably going to be the one that I use for my prop. So now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other one. And I'm just going to push this to the side and allow this to dry. So now that we have our arms glued in place, this is what he's looking like. So now we're going to take that small ball that we had, and now we're just going to take that and we're going to cover that with felt, and I'm using a flesh colored felt. I'm just going to stick that in the middle, and we're just going to go around and cover this. This is going to be our gnome's nose. So now I'm just going to go ahead and cut off the extra. It's still kind of warm to touch. I'm going to bring him back, and I'm just going to, I think I'm going to stick his nose right here. So we're just going to put a little bit of hot glue right there, and we're just going to go ahead and stick his nose down on top. And while I got him laying down, I took my faux fur for his beard, and I cut a little U shape in it, and I've done this with every single gnome that I made. So there's a tutorial, there's a video for it. And now we're just going to go ahead and stick this right in place. So this is what he's looking like so far. And I kind of like that messy beard look for mine, because normally I try to make them so nice and neat. But yeah, so now I'm going to take the sleeve of this shirt, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this right on top of his head. This is going to be his hat. So here they are, right here. I'm going to set this one to the side, and I'm going to leave this one here, and I am going to bring back what he's going to be standing next to. So when I was talking about her having her husband take out the trash, I went ahead and made a miniature dumpster, and I made this out of cardboard. I have one on my channel. I did a video already where I made one out of wood, but this one is made completely out of a cardboard box. And if y'all want to see a tutorial on how I did this, please let me know, because I know sometimes it's hard for some to get their hands on scrap wood, so you can always use cardboard. And this is what I did with this one. And I'm going to bring him back, and I'm going to stand him with the dumpster. And what I'm going to do, I have a little bag of trash, and I'm going to put this bag of trash in his hand, and I'm going to turn it around my way so I can see how I want it. I think I'll stick that right here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right under there. I'm going to take the trash, and I'm just going to hold this here a bit and let this dry. And here he is with his little bag of trash. And here he is with the trash dumpster. And that is it for this video. Here is my other one that we were working on. Here he is. And his beard is hard to see, but here he goes. And I'm just going to set him off to the side and work with this one. So yeah, that is it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera back up so y'all can see. So yeah, once again, here he is here. And here is the one that we were working on camera. And here is the dumpster. And once again, if y'all want to see a tutorial on how I made this dumpster out of cardboard box, please let me know in the comment box below, and I will be more than happy to do a tutorial for y'all on Wednesday. So, with that being said, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch one of my videos. If you are not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to become part of my YouTube family. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a nice day. Bye.